Let's do our first touchdown round robin next. Who do we got this week?
Well, spoiler, you're going to see Josh Jacobs on this. But first, we have to get to our top overall guy. And, there's some more Josh Jacobs. See, he just won't go away. And we're going to start off with Christian McCaffrey. 18% top overall of the week. McCaffrey continues to be the engine of this offense. Pretty light load last week in negative game script. Should be the opposite this week against the Giants. Next highest first TD scorer in this game is Tyrone Tracy at 9%. So not even competition on the 49ers side as far as getting in the end zone first. 27th worst red zone defense in the league for the Giants. Bottom tier rush defense overall with 10 touchdowns and 149 yards per game allowed. Next up is Josh Jacobs, 16.2%. Perhaps the only rung of the TD ladder we didn't look at, but we're going to look at him to do it here. Top 5 anytime TD probability at over 60%. Gets an edge throughout the board, as mentioned. Panthers were just mauled by James Cook on the ground with a 58.3% red zone defense. Green Bay is converting at 70%, one of the best marks in the league. Next up is your man in Detroit, Jahmyr Gibbs of the Lions at 15%. This is a game the Lions should control all the way through. Gibbs has scored first for the Lions 3 times this season. He's a top 5 probability for Sunday's games. More competition than most in this offense, especially when it comes to touchdown equity, but he has a substantial 5% probability over Monty, over Amon-Ra, and this is one of the most efficient red zone teams. Vikings allowing a little over 50% in the red zone, and we know Gibbs can break one and do it without even getting down inside the 20.
They've gone away from Monty in recent weeks too, just to jump in quickly.
Yeah.
I know I gave out, was it last week? I think I talked about trying to buy a bounce back from Montgomery. It didn't really happen. I am starting to get suspicious that the Lions are kind of doing the full turn to Gibbs that was rumored last year that never came, kind of treat him as a 3-down back. And Monty's gotten 1 to 2 less drives than he's usually had in the tenure of these two together in recent weeks. So I think it is a good time Gibbs is good every week, but to keep an eye on that. Montgomery might be getting phased out a little bit.
And it's going to be Gibbs early, right? Like you're going to go to the guy you want to set up as the top guy early. You're not going to restrict the touches to Monty. So, thanks to you for your insider info as always, Greg. Kamani Vidal, number 4, 14%. Vidal has 2 monster games since taking over in Hampton's absence, tallying over 115 and a TD in both of those. Gets a Titans defense that's allowed 4 more rushing TDs than the next team in the league. They allow a red zone score 60% of the time. Decent overall passing defense, so Vidal should get his work early as the Chargers look to establish on the ground. And finally, welcome back, Puka Nacua. Welcome into the first touchdown round robin. Against the Saints, should pose little threat to score first here. Puka's relatively close to Kyren Williams and Devontae Adams with his first touchdown probability in this game, but we're going to side with him as he's got the better odds than Williams and the higher target equity than Devontae Adams. Absolute target magnet, that shouldn't change. Saints 14 passing touchdowns allowed this season is a bottom 5 mark. There's your 5. It's not the hottest anytime TD parlay with the odds, as Gibbs and McCaffrey are minus 200 or so, but all 5 together is still plus 1087 on DraftKings for an anytime TD parlay. So certainly not bad for a lotto. And all 5 are over a 45% to score. Everyone but Puka over 50%. So there's a lot of model support in this for at least these 5 guys to find the end zone. Hopefully we can get a couple first and cash a little round robin. But the anytime TD parlay is backed by 5 guys over 45%.
Boom. I love it. Some different names than we've typically had with the first touchdown round robin, but a good time to swoop in on a few of them. We're all over Josh Jacobs this week. Say less, Dave. Say less, Dimers model. Let's do it.